based upon CeeDee Lamb's thought process, you could argue, yeah, Sel. But here's the problem with this thought process. The game of football isn't 7-on-7.
Oh, don't do them.
7-on-7, y'all know what it is. High school, 7-on-7, even early college level, intramural leagues, if you will. You ain't got no offensive linemen. And defense is, to a degree, relatively irrelevant. It's just about how many points can you put up. In the passing league, Cowboys would have the best, and I mean the best, 7-on-7 roster in all of football. Imagine you got Dak Prescott at your quarterback. All that matters is your receivers, your tight ends, and your running back. Zeke and 7-on-7 can still do a little something. But here's the problem, CeeDee Lamb. You got to play with an offensive line in football.
Yeah.
And your offensive line, based off the Pro Football Focus rankings, was roughly 28th or 29th in run blocking and 26th in pass blocking.
Damn.
So when it comes down to competing with anybody, I got to look across the spectrum. So CeeDee Lamb, he hit the nail on the head. Their offensive skill position groups, yeah, y'all got that. But offensive line, you're all-pro, probably future Hall of Fame left tackle. Tyron Smith, Hall of Fame and Hall of Fame. He's flamed out. But Hall of Fame left tackle ain't played 16 games since 2016.
You are wrong.
I'm just accurate.
You are accurate. Accurately wrong.
I'm accurately offensive, but I'm accurate.
Oh, man.
So Tyron Smith, a beast. He ain't barely played. La'el Collins missed all of last year with a hip injury. So can the Cowboys compete with anybody in the NFC? Absolutely not. Because the problem is there's more to football than offense. This is going to lead me into a deeper conversation that my notes ain't even taking me there. But America, Sel, please.
Right now?
Understand. Yes, right now.
Yes.
Right now, y'all understand. It doesn't matter how many points you put up if you can't stop nobody. Y'all remember last year when the Cleveland Browns marched into AT&T Stadium, put up 49 of them things on the Cowboys? 49 of them things, y'all. 49!
Let me get a 49 piece.
Real talk.
Extra sauce.
They don't even go up that high on the menu. They put up a 49 piece on the Cowboys.
Golly.
Before the Browns even hit their stride. Like, before the Browns were even actually a competent team, which happened the latter half of the season, they put up a 49-piece. Atlanta Falcons put up a 39-piece. Seattle Seahawks put up a 35-piece. So, Sel, you can't compete with anybody if you can't stop anybody. And as I look at it, Cowboys ain't competing with anybody because they can't stop anybody. So they'll be able to compete with the lower rungs of teams. They'll be able to look competent on the score sheet because of CeeDee Lamb and the rest of them offensive cats. But as far as competition, it takes more than a couple wide receivers and a talented QB. It takes a team.
I hear that. You did go deep. You went there. Pretty good. No, I got this. No, chill. CeeDee, he's smiling at me. You know why? He like, handle that. I got you, CeeDee Lamb. Not a problem. Yes, the Cowboys can compete with anybody in the NFC. And you know that's the real answer, because I'm going to use you against you. Acho, when did you first start playing the game of football?
I was 8 years old, played for the SVAA Denver Broncos.
What does that stand for?
It's like YMCA.
Oh, wait.
Like a poor man's YMCA.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Way to know your roots. What does it stand for? I don't know. I ain't know. But anyway, there was a time, I don't know, was it when you were 8? There was a time when all of a sudden you started to stick out. There was a time when all of a sudden your talent started to trump over those around you, right?
Yes, sir.
I mean, you became a professional athlete.
Yes, sir.
So obviously there was a moment where that talent, when it started to stick out, it started to talk to you as well as to others. All CeeDee Lamb is saying is, I look around the room and I see a lot of talent. First of all, I look in the mirror, I say, I am CeeDee Lamb. What was he, second in receiving yards as a rookie? Then he looks around, he sees his quarterback. He's like, damn, bruh, stay healthy this year. That's talent right there. He looks at those skill position players. Is that Ezekiel Elliott with the gut now? Not the, the cutoff used to have a six-pack, now it's a gut. Anyway, he's like, he sees talent everywhere. So now he's starting to realize this is a talent-driven conversation. And in that talent-driven conversation, he knows that they have the proper ingredients. Think about any team's mental makeup. It starts with talent. How many times you been on the team before and you looked around and you was like, we better have chemistry because we ain't got the talent.
Facts.
That's not the Dallas Cowboys. So don't forget where you came from like you forgot the SVAA All-Stars.
Why you yelling?
I don't know, because I'm hype on this one. Okay, so one, that is something to start from, and that's a healthy mindset. Add up the talent first, because coaches do it. Why do they scout? Why do they evaluate? They're looking for chemistry? No. After they get the talent in the building, then they start to work on the chemistry. So the talent, check. Now you try to clown 7-on-7. You got to play with the linemen. You got to play with the hogs up front. You got to play in the trenches, too. We'll get there, but don't you lie. How many times in high school, I can only go to high school with this one, did you hear about your 7-on-7 team? Because I ain't playing in my fat ass. But anyway, you hear about them out there balling. Oh, y'all beat them? Y'all beat up on Santa Monica. What? Oh, y'all handle that? And it gave you just that much more confidence because you say when we add the proper ingredients to what we already have in the recipe, let's start cooking. Now let's look at what we're going to serve up. Look at this division. Dak Prescott owns this division, big dog, 19-6. If you exclude the rookie year, we're talking about 16-3 against NFC East. Let's look in the NFC East. Let's look at the Washington football team with the third worst total offense in the NFL last year. You scared of them? Let's look at the New York football Giants. I could just say their name and you ain't scared of them. And then you can talk about the Eagles with their new first-time head coach and question marks all around that roster. And as you said yesterday, aging stars everywhere. Why wouldn't the Dallas Cowboys think that they could trump not only their division, but get into the playoffs? What did the Washington football team do against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in the playoffs? Gave them some business. A little something. A little something. Green Bay Packers, what did they do? A couple of decisions away from a little something. The point is, even if you win it all as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, you still gonna know you've been in the fight. How come that fight can't be the Dallas Cowboys and all the talent they possess?
Because hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard.
Oh, you go to their practices now?
Let's have a conversation, Selden. Most anybody wouldn't be as credible in having. Number one, because you played for the Dallas Cowboys. Number two, I grew up in Dallas and covered the Cowboys at the start. Let's go somewhere where I don't think anybody has yet gone. What's really the issue with the Cowboys? What's really the issue? Because in the NFL, in life, you typically have to work to achieve fame, fortune, status. But inherently, by being on the Cowboys roster, you automatically adopt fame, fortune, and status.
No lies.
Because you play for the Dallas Cowboys. When you play for the Cowboys, everybody knows who you are. Even if you're not a baller, you still playing for the Cowboys. So you inherit baller status.
That's real.
So the Cowboys, it's not about their talent, Sel. The problem is closed mouths don't get fed. And when you go to the Dallas Cowboys, your mouth is already closed because you're already full. What are you full of?
Full of what?
You're full of fame already, big dog.
What kind of fame is that? Come on, dog.
Does it matter? Let's talk athletes. You were an athlete. I was an athlete at the highest level. You longer than I. The world already knows that, but I remind myself of my proper place in my athletic career.
Man, let's go.
The fame is this, man. Oh, wait, people already know who I am. People already following me. People already paying attention to what I do. CeeDee Lamb is only the third best receiver on the Cowboys roster. Let's be real. He's the third best receiver. Amari Cooper, Michael Gallup, as it stands right now.
How long is this going to last?
Maybe just
I'm about to say, that's about to switch quick.
But it's going to switch real quick. CeeDee Lamb is more talented probably than all of them. But as it stands right now, third best receiver on the roster. But we interviewed CeeDee Lamb. Who is the third best receiver on the Miami Dolphins roster? I don't know.
Who's the best?
Who the third best receiver on the Arizona Cardinals roster?
Third best?
Yes, third best.
Christian Kirk or something.
Exactly, it's Christian Kirk. But the fact of the matter is, third best receiver on the Cowboys roster, CeeDee Lamb, Michael Gallup. We already knows who these guys are. They have the fame. They already have the fortune to a degree. They have the status. So I'm not talking about the Cowboys being able to compete. Yes, they got talent. But hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. Why are the Cowboys in a 25-year drought as far as NFC championship games? Because as soon as you get there, you adopt what you have to work for everywhere else. And because you adopt what you have to work for everywhere else, you don't have to work for it. And hard work gonna beat that talent if that talent don't work hard.
That wasn't your take. There's no way you grew up in Dallas playing for the SVAA All-Stars that you forgot about, and all of a sudden come up with that take. You stole that take, you borrowed it from yourself and your self-hate you possess. You don't love the Dallas in you. And that's what that sounded like. That sounded like some...
Am I lying? No. You played for the Cowboys.
No, you're not lying. You're exaggerating. You're telling the truth to a degree. And then you're pouring on a lot of your self-hate. And it sounded like what I just heard. Let me say this, because I am a person that now have lived with means more so than I did not live with means. And that came to me the hard way. Curtis Conway, my big brother, I don't have any brothers, but Curtis Conway is a guy I really look up to in terms of character. And one day we were talking deep, and he was kind of scolding me on something. He was like, because he know me, I don't give a damn, dog. I really don't. I love me. But my grandma raised something different. She was like, don't care about what they think, and sometimes I don't. And then it gets me in trouble. Seaway hit me up. He's like, hey, bro, come on, man. He's like, you got to remember, everybody doesn't know you like you know you.
That's correct.
Think about that.
Correct.
And this story's going to circle back around. But he was like, dog, you grew up broke as hell. You grew up on the block. Everybody know you got your stripes. But you only did that for 21 years. How old are you now, Wiley? I'm like 46. He's like, that's 25 years removed from that. Them stripes are kind of foggy for some people to see. They don't understand that. But I'm going to take you back to those days because those days matter in this conversation. There's a time and place, and you've been through this as well. You ever just look at yourself and say, damn, I've been famous forever. Famous forever is not Drake. Okay, famous forever is not Justin Bieber. Famous forever is like everywhere I go, I get recognized for a skill or for something that people want to clamor around, right?
Where you going? Where you going?
Where am I going? Don't act like a Dallas Cowboy is the first day that you become a famous football player. High school, when you walk around and everybody's saying, that's Acho, you famous relatively. When you get to college, you went to UT. And you're going to act like if you're not a Dallas Cowboy, you ain't felt the love? I've been on 6th Street. I seen when y'all walk around in them sweatsuits. Oh, boy. First of all, why you got sweatsuit on? Because you want that fame. Famous forever. Do not hijack this team in terms of work ethic, in terms of their attributes mentally, in terms of their potential based on some fame.
I have to.
They've been there, bro.
I have to. Why? Because by roster alone, the Dallas Cowboys should be able to compete with anybody. Dak Prescott.
That's why CeeDee Lamb is saying this.
Cooper, $100 million receiver. Ezekiel Elliott, $95 million running back. DeMarcus Lawrence, $100 million defensive end. Jalen Smith, a $50 million linebacker.
You're making his
by
point.
Talent alone, they should be able to compete.
That's the conversation.
But why can't they? If
they haven't realized their talent fully.
But why not? The only reason you haven't realized your talent fully, which the Cowboys have yet to in probably at least 15 to 20 years, is because there's a limiting reactant. So what is the limiting reactant? The limiting reactant is you get pride before you ever actually have to work for it. That's what's going on here,
They won 3 or 4, dog, and it still had a star on their helmet. Don't act like fame derailed them back then. Oh, it didn't. So now you're acting like it's different now. What, you think they inherit the championship equity of the 90s?
Yes.
No,
that's exactly what I think.
Dog, no, when you were playing in the night, dog, you were 1 or 2 years old. I don't know when they won their first Super Bowl. Bruh, the Cowboys were maybe because my dad is from Tyler, Texas. Maybe because my dad's a Cowboys fan. Cowboys been famous forever, bruh. Stop acting like this is a brand new phenomenon that's hitting CeeDee Lamb and hitting his team. CeeDee Lamb has been in 1 year. Why are you bringing up 15
but that's
years?
My point. That's my point.
Why are you bringing up 15?
Because, CeeDee, you only been in the league 1 year.
Right.
So you don't even actually truly know what talent in the NFL looks like. You know what talent in college looks like because you were the most talented dude at the University of Oklahoma, and you was a bad man in the Big 12. I had to watch you every week when I was a college analyst. But CeeDee, you don't really know what talent in the NFL looks like. So you're not really adequately equipped to say that you're one of the most talented receiver corps in the NFL. Why? Because what do you really know about talented receiver corps in the NFL?
Why? Since you're an analyst, you think you know more than CeeDee Lamb because he's a player and he's in college?
In theory, we should.
No, you
shouldn't. Because CeeDee playing in the games while we watching the games.
Hold on.
So in theory, we actually should, sir.
First of all, the question is, can the Cowboys compete? Is based off of a talent conversation that CeeDee Lamb is having with his teammates. And guess what? You can't tell this dude what to believe. Whatever you would have told him as advice wouldn't have been good enough because he's believed more in himself than any advice he's gotten, right?
Fair.
And where did that all start? What's the building blocks of your confidence and self-esteem? Results. Talent starts the result process. I've talked to my doctor. I've talked to my therapist. And it's something they always tell me, that you can't out-train DNA. Now, you better, hey, I know you're single, so whoever you're married to, I ain't saying go LeVar Ball all the way, but think about who you married. You can't out-train DNA. I got a little 5-year-old dude. I don't know what he gonna be. I don't even know if he's gonna be an athlete. But right now, he walking around looking like little baby LeBron. He bigger, faster, stronger, taller than everybody. And every parent comes up to me first, they come with their pleasantries, and then they be like, damn, my son can't do that. And I was like, I didn't make my son do that. But it's a talent conversation. He already is sticking out. You're mad at a guy for knowing and realizing why he's sticking out. You can't suppress that.
No. I'm not mad at him.
Yes,
I'm correcting him.
Okay.
I'm correcting
with your self-hate?
him. No, with my self-accuracy.
Okay,
there's a difference.
Let's go.
See, here's a problem, Sal. What we have to understand is just because something is offensive does not mean it is not true.
I'll give you that.
And I'm trying to say the Cowboys, they can't compete with anybody in the NFL. That's not offensive, or it might be offensive, but it's still true. So now the question is, why can't they? That's what it really just comes down to. Why can't they? Let me tell you why they can't.
They were 13-3 a few years ago, bruh. 2 times they won the division.
2
years they've won the division twice with a healthy Dak.
Since they were 13-3, Ezekiel Elliott has been on a constant decline.
Facts.
When they were 13-3, they had a Hall of Fame tight end in Jason Witten before he retired and then came back. When they were 13-3, they had an all-pro slot receiver in Cole Beasley. When they were 13-3, they still had a Des Bryant. When they were 13-3, they had Tyron Smith, they had Travis Frederick, they had Zach Martin. This is not the same Cowboys team. The main carryover player is Dak Prescott. But call a spade, Sal. Dak Prescott's 20-17 in his last 37, sir. Call a spade, Sal. Dak Prescott's gone to the playoffs twice in 4 years. Call a spade, Sal. Dak Prescott didn't even make the playoff. Wait, he didn't finish the thing. Wait, he got hurt last year. If we're talking about the whole body of work, Dak Prescott, there's less than a 50% chance you make the playoffs. Statistically speaking, I don't create the news, I simply report it. There's less than a 50% chance that Dak Prescott makes the playoffs when he starts the season. Meanwhile, Tom Brady only missed the playoffs once in his 20 seasons. So let's stop acting as though this Dallas Cowboys is some shoo-in to even be able to compete in the NFC East. I'm just trying to make sure everybody understands accuracy may be offensive. Dak Prescott's no guarantee that y'all going far. Your plethora of wide receivers is no guarantee y'all going far.
Man, we need to hang. When's this pandemic over? When can we break quarantine? What the hell? Mind over matter, big dog. Let me give it to you like this. You hating on young CeeDee Lamb because you can do that, because you're a vet. And you already been there, done that. Now you over here, kick back, air-conditioned studio, talking trash. Well, when Tom Brady, active player, old as hell, older than you, but still when Tom Brady exercises his belief to go to a losing team because he sees nothing but talent, it's applause. But then when CeeDee Lamb is already on a team with talent, with belief in that same talent, all of a sudden you're going to shoot the young homie down. That's messed up. Let me give you one more point.
Please.
Acho, you are very talented. I told you that when I first met you. When I met you 5, 6, 7 years, it was a while ago, right? And I remember you came in the studio. I was over there on the other side of town wearing the wrong colors, cool. Now you're saying, let me stop. And I was wearing the wrong color. And we talked it up and we chopped it up and we stayed in contact. And look at you, dog. And you know where it all started? It didn't start with the chemistry you had with your co-host, because you didn't even have a show, damn it, broke ass. It started with the fact that you had talent, and that talent took you right here, and it's probably going to take you past here. Point being, I never try to suppress the belief you had in your talent, but now you want to go over there and do it to CeeDee Lamb. Go ahead, CeeDee. This is your mentor.